Hello everyone! This story came across my timeline and at first I didn't pay any attention to it because I thought, just somebody else complaining about something dumb. But then I started to see more and more people talking about this, so I looked into it to see what the drama is and I could not believe it. Basically, if you haven't heard, this woman, I don't know who she is or anything, she just came out and referred to having to take care of her child as a disability because she can't pause her game to take care of him. What the hell? Let's get some context here, alright? So we're all caught up. Let's see what she says about her disability.
Is concerned. There are long-term disabilities, there are situational disabilities, there are temporary disabilities. It counts as a disability where a video game like Elden Ring is concerned if you have a kid. You have a 2-year-old, you're trying to play Elden Ring, you can't pause. That is a situational disability that you have, where the game not having the option for you to be able to pause, for example, is a hindrance for your particular disability.
Okay. First of all, a disability, it's something that you've got that does not let you, live a normal way of life. Now, this hit me very deeply for two things. First of all, it's the trend that we're seeing today where kids are being demonized, kids are being set up as being the problem to everything. Like, look, if you don't want to have a kid, that is your choice. That is perfectly fine. You don't want to have kids? Go ahead. But to transform having kids into being this awful thing that ruins your life, that doesn't let you pursue your objectives, or that turns now into a disability, that is psycho behavior. And I hate that. Again, you don't want to have kids? Alright, don't have kids. But don't blame kids on, just having a difficult life. That's awful. That's awful behavior. So anyway, a lot of people are responding to this. Apparently, a lot of people agree. Let's see. She's been answering, apparently. Let me get closer here. First of all, having a kid can be a situational disability. Jeez. Accessibility is concerned. Where accessibility is concerned. Okay, now here, this is different. Accessibility is an issue in many, many places. And the second thing why this hit me very hard. I have family with disabilities. I have family with disabilities where we go to the mall and I notice every single stupid thing that is making their accessibility difficult. Be it to the bathroom, be it to another floor, being just to get out of the lift because it's very small. So accessibility is definitely an issue, but again, a kid, a disability. Anyway, okay, if you need to pause a game because your kid is running around your living room but you can't, you'll have trouble playing the games with no pause menu. Okay, that is correct. Yeah, if you have a game that is doesn't have a pause menu, then yeah, but you know what? Life comes first. Your kids come first. And I know, apparently her idea of all of this was just to mention, I wish this game, I don't remember what game they're talking about, whatever, but I wish this game had a pause. Okay, you could just say that. But you brought this whole situation up. Oh yeah, a kid is a situational ability. Now, here's a bunch of info about it for anyone who's genuinely interested. Alright, so I went here. Situational disabilities. Let's make this bigger. So anyone can face situational disabilities. Let's see what this is, because apparently this term has existed. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Okay, so they put this example. You're outside on a sunny day, makes it hard to see, so you use one of your hands to shade your phone and turn up the contrast. According to conventional wisdom, you don't have a disability. Aha, that's not a disability. You couldn't see the screen, right? So what's the lesson? Well, you may not have a permanent condition, you have a disability at the moment. Oh my god. You don't have a disability if you can't see the screen because it's sunny. It's a situation where conditions are not optimal. but it's not a disability. Here's the thing that bothers me. We try to make life easier for anybody who has a disability. You know, we have Braille for blind people, we have sign language, which is being taught more and more in more places, right? All of this, perfect. But those are real things, real struggles people have to go through. And to then just say that, oh, the sun not allowing me to see my screen is a type of disability, I would be offended. So the thing here is that she's talking about having her kid is an example of this. Well, I want over this. Okay, scenario 1, you break your arm. Okay, yeah, again, that is not an optimal condition. You're in a crowded restaurant, so you miss an important call. Well, that's on you. You get an ear infection, can't hear well, dilates your eyes. Yeah, that happens. Well, you can't drive when you get this done. That's not a disability. It's cold out, you're shivering. You can't use your touchscreen. Oh my god, I can't use my touchscreen. I'm disabled. What the? Temporary partial disability versus temporarily total disability. The difference relates directly to the workplace. Situational disabilities can fall into either category. So whether you're in a business, you should understand. Okay, let's look at the definitions. Applies to injured employees temporarily excluded from doing particular responsibilities. Alright, so this is called just like a medical leave kind of thing. Yeah, you can still perform, but not a lot of workload. Yeah, so if you work in construction, you break your arm, you're not going to be carrying heavy things. Maybe you'll be redirected to work in another area. Or whatever. Yeah, but that's not a disability. Temporary total, this is what's tripping me up. More severe and completely prevent people from working for a short period of time until they recover. Physical accidents, brain related injuries. Okay, now here, this is too broad. If you have an accident to your limbs, but you recover, that wouldn't be a disability. You would have some problems maybe walking because of the accident, but a brain-related injury, that could then transform into a disability. But anyway, okay, better accessibility, better business. Yes, 100%, this is correct. Accessibility is not disability. I think that they make this so vague that there could be situations where you could say, yeah, okay, yeah, and other situations where it's stupid. Like if you're a physically abled person and you're going shopping but there's no ramps to, get the shopping cart down, that's not you having a disability. That is the business having terrible accessibility. If you're someone in a wheelchair and there are like 3 steps before you get to a lift, which has happened, that is a problem of accessibility for someone with a disability. Why simply not accommodate everyone in any way you can? Yeah, well, tell that to architects and civil engineers, because there's some, again, having to wheel someone around, you notice all the stupid signs for aesthetics that are just not practical and make somebody with a real disability just have a bad day. You've got digital accessibility. Alright, so what are situational disabilities? Temporary and based on specific set of circumstances. Examples include broken limbs, environments that inhibit the senses, a surgery recovery. Nowhere does it say having a child. Long-term disability that may permanently impair normal activities like seeking employment, can be hereditary, caused by an accident. Yes. You see, so a lot of these things that they're mentioning, agreed. Some of the other things are dumb and should not be labeled disabilities. Taking responsibility for a child is definitely one of them. Anyway, all that just to say that, maybe she was just complaining about not having a pause button, but putting the excuse or putting the example of her child is just terrible. That's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video. This was Chronicling Mayhem, and bye bye.
All the ladies chronicling mayhem. She spins her tales with bright light, where dragons dance and heroes fight. In the heart of a moonlit